Hey, it's Sheldon with TigerTough here. Right now I'm going to show you how to put these front seat covers on a Nissan Frontier. Before we start putting the covers on, there's a couple of things we need to do to get the seat ready. First thing is going to be to take the headrest off, and to do that, super simple. All you do is push it up until it won't go up anymore, and then there's a little button on the side of the base of the headrest. Press that button in, and then you can pull the headrest right out. Next up, there are 3 little elastic straps that hold this crumb flap on the bottom of the seat. So you're just going to reach up underneath there, and once you feel them, you can run your hand all the way down to the end of the strap, and you'll feel there's a plastic clip. Just push that forward towards the front of the truck, and then you can get them off. Just do that 3 times. And that's what they look like right there. I like to raise the seat up all the way once I've got the headrest off. It gives me more room underneath the seat, just makes it a little bit easier to work on. Now I've got the seat bottom cover here because that's what we're going to start with. You'll see it's got a little tag that says driver on it. You want to make sure that you have the right tag for the seat you're working on, otherwise it won't fit right. So, let's get started. Just put it over top of the seat, like so. I just kind of start working it into place, getting this seam around the corner here, lining up with the factory seam. Like that. And now this here string, we're just going to push it right straight down between the seat and the console. We'll deal with that in a minute. Now this here flap, I'm going to push this between the seat back and the seat bottom. Like so. Just like that. Now this here string, I'm going to push the cover, or the actual seat cushion, off to the side. And then right back here in the back corner, you can see through to the floor underneath. And we'll just slide that string right down there. Next thing we're going to do is take the cover here and just start pushing it into the plastic trim. Makes everything look really nice and neat, gives it a good finished look. Now we're just going to take these 2 flaps here and run them all the way underneath the seat and then fasten them up in the back. When you run them underneath the seat, just want to make sure that you run them over top of any wiring or adjustment levers or anything like that. This seat's really easy, there's not much to have to deal with. So you just want to pull this nice and tight against the top of the cover, nice and tight and smooth. And then we'll just pull these up as tight as you can get them and fasten them on. Just like that. Now we're going to put the back cover on, just like with the bottom. Make sure you've got the tag that says driver here. Also, make sure that the TigerTough tag and the airbag tag are both facing the door. That way you'll know you've got the cover on correctly. Now I like to turn the cover inside out just a little ways. It makes it easier to get it over top of the seat. As we're pulling this down, ooh, there's the horn. As we're pulling this down, we'll just make sure that all the seams are lined up good. And then we're going to run into this little lumbar knob right here. So just before you get the cover all the way down, just slide it over the handle of it like that, and then work it around so that way it tucks in behind the knob. This is only on the driver's seat. You won't run into this on the passenger seat. Now these 3 flaps here, just going to go between the back and the bottom. This Velcro is super sticky, so it's going to try to stick to the kind of fuzzy carpet on the back side of the seat. So what I was doing there is I just fold it over like this and then slide it through. That way it doesn't stick. There we go. Before we go around to the back and finish fastening everything up, we'll just tuck the cover underneath the headrest holes like that. You just press it down and it tucks underneath. And once it's underneath that trim, it gives it a really nice, clean, finished look. We're not going to need this flap anymore because the covers have their own. So what we'll do is just tuck it straight up like this here, up inside the back of the cover. So that way if you ever sell or trade the vehicle, that factory one is still there. You can put it on when you take the covers off. There we go. Now we'll just take all 3 of these flaps and pull them as tight as you possibly can and fasten them on. Again, the tighter you can get them, the better your cover's going to fit. Now we just take this here flap, fold it down underneath, make it look nice and tidy. The last thing that we need to do is put the headrest back on, and to do that you just slide it in until it clips. There we go. And then we'll pull the cover on over top of that, just like that. And then this flap goes underneath the cover, and then the 2 pieces of Velcro stick together. And there we go, that's installed.